hit that.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on that. Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
For a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
49ers.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 10, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fields this way up at the 17. A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
38-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Taken down at the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
And he fires Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the first quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They should be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. These two teams all tied after one. First and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
49ers.
Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Christian McCaffrey.
The end result, 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Debo Samuel.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
This time Wilson will throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It is good.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
A gain of a yard brings up second.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Dalvin Cook, the ball
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 24, Wilson rolling to his right. They'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McCaffrey. And a good swing to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Cousins looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Moore. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Next to score, Niners 24, Vikings 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down and 9.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Moore now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
Touchdown, 49ers! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 47-yard line.
$13 yards remaining on second down.
Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Cook, the ball.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's brought down.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 39 that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. As he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
In
my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers continue to roll.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit 'em.